And we are back.
With game 2.
Go on.
With game 2 of Root Petraeus versus Root ViBE. I don't know if they practice a lot with each other, but they are teammates, so they do know somewhat of each other's playstyles. And the second map's going to be Overgrowth.
Go on.
Well, I would say that I would expect two fairly standard openers, but last time I said that I was pretty wrong.
Go on.
But I'll go for it again. I'll say we're gonna see at least one person 15 head.
You think so?
If
In the
not
top
both.
left-hand position,
Bottom
there is
left.
no one. What?
Whoa.
Did you
Whoa.
not hear me? Did
Yeah,
not.
I did. I didn't
So
know
who
you were
was
gonna
wrong?
do that. I was wrong in the end.
Okay.
You got me that time, okay?
In the bottom left-hand position, spawning as a green Zerg, playing for Root Gaming's Root for Root Gaming. Sponsored by TD Sports Switch and V3 Gaming PC. It is Root ViBE. Daniel Sherlong. What do you do the intro?
Looks like a temple from ViBE.
It looks like it.
It looks like
And
it.
also looks like a temple for Petraeus, who is in the top right-hand position. While you screwed that up.
But there is an overload on the way for Petraeus. So
Wow.
I don't think there's gonna be a temple from the red Zerg in the top right hand
What
position.
about from the other Zerg who's also making an overlord?
Yeah.
Don't you think so? So no temples all around. You were wrong.
And also you were as well.
I've never been wrong.
You said that Petraeus was temple.
Well, I was just agreeing with you.
I didn't say Petraeus was temple.
It looked exactly the same, David. So
No, it didn't.
it did
ViBE extractor tricked.
exactly the same. So go on, David.
Okay, so 15 pull from Petraeus, and it looks to be a 15 hatch from ViBE.
How can you tell?
Because he didn't put down his pull at the same time.
Oh, wow, that knowledge.
Wow.
So there is a 15 hatch going down for ViBE.
Hatch gas pool possibility,
Possibility.
but he might go gasless. This is a good map for it, as you can't scout the main gases with the first overlord.
Yeah. Do you want to
Yeah.
talk a little bit louder?
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. So yeah, there's the first gas going for ViBE, proving you wrong once again. However, Petraeus has not dropped the gas yet. So
He may
could
drop it on
go
257.
gasless or
Close.
257. Exactly 257. Wow, David.
Wow.
That was very impressive game knowledge. How did you know that?
I just know Petraeus. Whoa, we canceled it.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn, David.
They don't want me to be right.
Wow. Welcome to the caster life, David, where everything you say is wrong, except for when you're me.
What do you think about playing gasless on this map? Do you prefer it?
I don't like gasless in general. I think it's not a very good style to play. But of course, a lot of people like it. A lot of even top Koreans like it.
It has its advantages.
Yeah, sure. I just think I don't like it. It's not very versatile. It's kind of one-dimensional, and anything that's not one-dimensional about it is kind of an all-in off of it and like mind gaming.
Yeah.
But not even mind gaming, because you don't play mind games. You just randomize, you know. In terms of all-ins is what I'm talking about. So I don't really like gases very much.
Fair enough. These two lanes are being really annoying for ViBE. They might get a drone.
Yep.
No, they should. Yeah.
Okay.
So just drones for both players.
Also, yeah, and on this map, I'm pretty sure you can't scout the main with the first order against the hatch first.
I can't confirm.
I can.
Okay.
So yeah, against the hatch first you can. Now Petraeus with his 3 queens making this mine, playing this pretty safe. Double gas up on the natural. Why does he make the double gas up on the natural, David?
I can't tell you.
You can't tell me?
No.
Okay. Well, it's just a little bit more confusing for your opponent, so they don't know how many gases you're on. And they don't know how many gases you've mined necessarily, so if they just scout with a ling and see the natural with 2 gases, which is the first thing that they'll see, they'll, you know, they'll be a little bit more confused. They won't have full scouting information.
Good point. A lot of links come out for ViBE here.
Indeed. Petraeus playing it
Is he still
kind of
producing
safe,
links?
though.
No, he's gone back to drones. So it's just
Petraeus will have a wall off, and this is very similar. Did ViBE try this against Centralist? Yesterday, I think he did on the same map, so it ended up working well for him. But I don't know how well this one's gonna work. I mean, it shouldn't really work.
I feel like ViBE's been indecisive because he did like 2 more drones in there, then back to Lings, and
Yeah,
now back to drones
yeah.
again.
Yeah, this is pretty indecisive. He is going for the roach horn. That is the right call, I think. If he's gonna try to break in.
But there are 2 transfuses, so I don't feel like this should be able to do much, if anything.
Yeah, it shouldn't. I agree.
Roaches are being produced as well, so even if it got in.
Yeah, this is not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
You're right. So a little bit unfortunate there for ViBE. I don't know. I don't know why he would pick this map to do it.
Yeah, and he's not dropped a
It's
fast
really easy to
third.
pull
Or
off.
I feel like Petraeus is in a really solid position here.
Yeah, definitely. Just off of the openers, it seems like ViBE committed to something that is not
Yeah.
going to help him very much. But what is Petraeus doing? This is a little bit of a mistake for him.
His
Gonna
2
lose
queens are
potentially
gone.
2 queens. I don't understand what that was. Being a little bit over here. I think that ViBE could have even run in and done a bunch of damage in one of the mineral lines.
Maybe.
But that was a safe play to kill the queens, and
Good pick
you know
off.
that's
Yeah.
good news for him.
Baneling coming down for Petraeus. Looks like he's just gonna go for a Roach Baneling all in. Pushing out as many Lings as he can now.
Yeah, this
Lost
will
his
be an
Spire.
only, but yeah, ViBE is going for Spire. I don't think he can hold this.
Yeah.
His economy is so delayed by the attack, and now he's trying to get his own wall off.
And the spines are... Ooh, they might come up
Not
in
to mention,
time.
it's only 3 of them.
Yeah.
It's not like
Lings.
it's not like 5 or 6.
12 Banelings
Petraeus even
coming
more
out.
from the Banelings in range of vision of ViBE, and he will take down that Evo chamber fairly quickly. Nice double wall
Yeah.
of swords by ViBE there, but
I think it's just gonna be too much for Petraeus. Unless ViBE gets some sick Bane hits
on the Banelings,
Ooh,
yeah,
he got one,
almost one more there, and it could have been good enough.
but
As it stands, it's gonna be pretty tough. The Banelings connecting on the Banelings, that was a
yeah.
mistake by Petraeus.
he may be able to clean this up.
Like, yeah, it is ViBE there who wants his Banelings to connect on
Yeah.
Petraeus' Banelings. So for Petraeus to connect his Banelings on ViBE's Banelings, that was most definitely a mistake.
Oh, I think he might just have lost too many drones.
Yeah, definitely. And there's things popping out now, but if we look at the units tab, he's actually only 6 drones behind.
Yeah,
and
this
his
could
Spire's
be
almost
okay.
done.
Yeah, his Spire's almost done.
If he can
Petraeus
stabilize, and Petraeus still
only just
attacking,
halfway
so
through his lair.
yeah,
No
these things
third.
are gonna die
Oh.
for Petraeus as well.
Yeah, they shouldn't get much
Be
done.
careful with your drones, ViBE. And he just needs to wall off with the queen. Make sure these links don't do very much. Oh, yeah. Oh wow, yeah. That needed to be walled off. The banelings in the top right get taken care of by ViBE. So this was actually good for ViBE.
Yeah, it was a good hold.
Yeah, and the follow-up by Petraeus was really weak. I think that there shouldn't have been a follow-up at all. If those things were all drones, that would have been much better for him.
Definitely.
And yeah, I mean his push was starting to look weak already when he started doing the follow-up. And there was enough units inside that he was gonna force out units for ViBE.
Yeah.
So it was kind of silly to make that
He probably just
follow-up.
felt like he could have been able to kill him, but
yeah, maybe
maybe
I
he
don't know.
waited too long to make the decision.
Yeah,
Good
and
cancel
now-
by
yeah,
ViBE.
Yeah, great cancel by ViBE.
That's
He could
really
even fight
important.
this. He could even fight this. Oh, the baning though. The baning is huge now.
That cancel was really important as well, though, because now he can't get spores up as fast as he would have liked to.
Yeah, I mean Petraeus doing a good job though with the overlords dropping creep on the 3rd.
Yeah,
he
but
needs to secure that. If
The
he-
Mutas can't deal with those overlords,
Yeah.
which is the problem.
Well, yeah. And there's a spore going down here and there. There's
So-
3 queens though.
Yeah,
so-
ViBE could make it really difficult for Petraeus to secure his third. How many Mutas does he have out? Only 4 and
Yeah,
4 more on the way.
four on the way.
Yeah, I don't know if these 4 will be able to deal with those queens, so...
Definitely not. There's slings hitting around until the 3rd again, but I don't think they're going to be able to do much. Great positioning by the army of Petraeus there.
Wonder-
7 meat on the way now. 4
Yeah.
just popped out and 3 more.
I wonder how heavily he's going to
Coming.
commit to this Mutas, because he's already got the Roach Horn down and +1 range.
Yeah, let's look at the... there's no spore still on the 3rd. This is a mistake
Yeah.
I've had. Now
He's
moving the
moving
spore,
one, yeah.
but yeah, it's pretty late. Still, it won't affect it. I think it's fine. Oh, loses 1 muta there. ViBE definitely doesn't want
Yeah,
to do
the
that.
Queens are actually pretty good against low numbers of Mutas.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're fantastic.
Especially
They
with the
tank so much
transfuses.
damage. Yeah.
3rd coming down for ViBE, almost done. Just drones for ViBE. Is he ahead in the drone count? He could be, right?
No,
Close.
Petraeus is five ahead,
5.
so it's not the biggest difference in the world. But I've tried to pick up what he can, but he hasn't really been able to do much with his Muta other than pin Petraeus back, which is still a small win.
And he's continually forcing out spores.
There's something going on in the main. It's just an overseer, I think, dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has continued to force out spores, so that's nice. Petraeus identifying that he can drone up a little bit better now. And going for a Hydra's Den. I don't like that. But I guess it's a very standard response. So again, what I like or don't like is kind of
personal.
Yeah. But yeah, I would personally prefer to go for an infestation pit almost every time. I think that to push out against Mutiling Bane, if that's what ViBE was going for, you need infestors.
Yeah, definitely to deal with the banelings.
Yeah, and even like if ViBE keeps making Muta, which he's not, then you most definitely need infestors. So, or even if ViBE decides that he's going, you know, Bane Roach, like that's so easy to decide if you scout a Hydra then instead of an infestation pit.
I think I still like Petraeus' position. He's got an upgrade lead with he has double Evo, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got his +1 done and his 1/1 done, and +2 is almost done.
Yeah, definitely. Petraeus is ahead without a doubt. I just don't like the decision to go for a Hydra then over an infestation pit. The Hydra then will give you a little bit more mobility, and it will allow you to move out a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
But do you actually want to move out a little bit
can
quicker?
be risky,
Like, yeah, I don't think he's gonna move out until he's close to maxed. Even to take a 4th, it'll be pretty difficult.
Burrow from ViBE and Burrow movement with his roaches. I really like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Burrow movement plays with roaches in like multi-prong attacks can be really strong, especially if you catch your opponent off guard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if you don't show Burrow, then you
absolutely.
just
Also, in the fight, it could be really useful if there's no overseer and ViBE can spot that. The queen will not fall down.
Good
They
transfuses.
yeah, only 1 transfuse left, so well done there by Petraeus. But yeah, even in the fight, if your opponent doesn't know that you have Burrow and forgets to bring an overseer, not the most uncommon thing in the world, then ViBE could take the fight just because roaches will beat Hydras in one-on-one if there's no roaches to defend the Hydras in front. If he just pops under the army, he's looking for the overseers. I think he doesn't see any. So
ViBE hasn't dropped an infestation pit or a hydrogen, has he? He's just going for a roach man.
Yeah, and I think that'll be fine if he gets under the army of Petraeus. There's no overseer here, and they're both maxed. So I'm sure ViBE is a little bit behind on upgrades, but yeah, there's a Burrow. There's a giant Burrow.
This could be sick.
I think it will be. I think ViBE will take this fight decisively. And there's the Burrow. He's gonna go into the Hydras.
Sick.
The Hydras are gonna die. Oh, Petraeus sees it. I think.
Yeah.
He sees the shadow. No, he does not see the shadow. Trying to bait him
with the
bait him
mutas.
with the mutas.
Oh,
It's really good by ViBE.
that's sick for ViBE.
Yeah, that was pretty good for ViBE. And
If you
he's
get a
gonna be
little
good
closer
trade.
to the hydras.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
queens are gonna
sick.
help out a lot. But yeah,
That
most of
was
the
like
Hydras falling
that
down.
was the best thing ViBE could have hoped for.
Yeah, absolutely. Just forgetting the overseer, like I said, is pretty big, and that's gonna be an even trade from a much more expensive army.
23 roaches coming out. You could just try and kill him. I think
I don't know.
because he doesn't have any tech.
I think the safe play here is to take a 4. Yeah, but yeah, great play by ViBE. Even microing his roaches still, trying not to lose any. Pulling them back is really good.
Yeah, good micro.
Yep.
He's gonna push definitely with this swell of roaches coming.
I would really like to see ViBE take the gold right now as he pushes.
He did drop his 5th and 6th gases.
Yeah, that's good. That means he's trying to transition, and now he's getting 2-2. Mind you, he was 1 upgrade behind that fight, and it was the important upgrade, the +2 attack. So
yeah, he won't be able to do anything here. It's a good poke, but
yeah,
he's not taking the gold, but he's taking a 4th and dropping a Hydra Den.
yeah.
So
and
I
now
like
Petraeus is getting pathogen lands, but I'm not sure why he's transitioning to infestors now. Like the threat of the Muta is gone. There's no banelings on the way or anything like that.
And he doesn't exactly have a swallow gas.
Yeah. So
I like this attempt, but good overseer coverage by Petraeus.
Yeah, really well done there. But yeah, the infestor is definitely a little bit questionable. ViBE is gonna go in, pick up a spine here and there. Probably doesn't want to engage that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good for him though.
Yeah, he's
Petraeus
got a
not paying
good
attention.
concave.
Yeah. Petraeus needs to pay attention, pull back, and he does. And yeah, 12 Hydras on the way now for ViBE. So if Petraeus goes Infestors and ViBE goes Hydras, I think this could favor ViBE.
Yeah, there's a lot of Hydras for ViBE. Did
there's gonna be a
Petraeus
lot.
didn't manage to get out a lot of Hydras after he lost all his, did he?
No, none at all. None
None.
at all, almost. I don't think
And
so.
now
Let's
he's
look at the
committing to
units tab.
3. None.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah, he has no Hydras right now. Just
That's-
3 Infestors.
yeah,
and
that'll
they're
hurt.
not gonna pop out particularly early. So.
And ViBE's gonna have over 20 Hydras now.
Yep, I think if ViBE attacks as soon as he maxes, he should be
Yeah.
able to kill Pet. But it will come down to fungals and stuff like that as well.
Especially if there's only 3 fungals, it's gonna heavily
Yeah.
be in favor of ViBE.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow. Are we really gonna do this? I like
So-
this still, even though
No, those 4 are gonna get picked up pretty fast.
Ripperoni. Oh, maybe
Ripperoni.
not. Oh yeah.
No, most definitely. The other 3 might do something.
Yeah, it depends if Petraeus used the same overseers or if he's still got some covering his bases.
Yeah, I really like that Petraeus is taking the gold. I'm not sure how much I like that ViBE isn't. Like, I would have preferred for him to take the gold. I think the gold is a much better base here.
Good decision to pick off the queens as well to
Yep.
try and limit the production capabilities of your
Yeah,
opponent.
absolutely. So the remax is going to be tougher. Petraeus does not want to attack into
Yeah,
this.
that's a sick concave
Um,
and upper ramp.
Yeah. He's still posturing though. I don't know if he should be. Now attacking onto the choke here, that's gonna benefit Infestors if he attacks into the choke into the onto the 3rd.
He can grab some sick fungals.
Yeah. So and that's looking like what he wants to do.
Ooh, he could sneak
But
down there.
a little bit slow to position.
Good positioning for Petraeus.
Yeah,
and
great
a
position for
sick
Petraeus and
fungal.
good fungal. Yeah. So this is a good fight for Petraeus. A lot of roaches for ViBE not
Yeah.
attacking.
For those
I wouldn't even
Hydras
pull drones
too.
right now, but yeah, the Hydras are still doing so much damage from behind. ViBE, I think, has the
Good Burrow
better.
as well.
Not bad. ViBE still has the better army composition, I think.
I think
but
this trade
that was
good
the
for
better
the-
position for Petraeus.
He saved his infestors as well, so didn't
Yeah,
lose any of
killed
them.
a lot of drones too. So yeah, this was definitely good for Petraeus, and now he has the gold. So that was really good. A really good trade, much needed. Again, I think that ViBE had the better army. Just the positioning for Petraeus was far superior. And,
Now ViBE's really hurting from mineral income
Yeah.
with losing those drones.
And he's actually he's not replacing them either.
Yeah, and he's still mining off of those 7th and 8th gases.
Yeah, he should stop mining from those gases. Right, meow. He's making infestors now, which
It's
is
about
good.
all
I
he
mean,
can do, though.
Yeah, I think ViBE is just looking to try and get maxed if Petraeus will allow him, and then take an incredible fight. Because I don't know what else he can do from this point.
Yeah, the Hydras are coming out for Petraeus, and I think I saw some more infestors on the tab, as well as keeping his
Yeah.
infestors alive. So
Yeah, ViBE has lost so many workers at this point. It was a good attempt, I think. You know, like I think he was pretty far behind at the start.
yeah, definitely. From the roach.
But it's looking a little bit dire for the.
Ooh, he's pumping out a lot of
For the ViBE.
infestors.
Yep. And I mean, magical fungals could work.
That have to be pretty magical.
Yep.
Did Petraeus grab his 2nd armor upgrade? I don't think I saw that. He did. So they both have 2-2.
Indeed.
Both have 2-2. Both. Did he grab his Hydra speed? I think he might have missed that.
Yeah, Petraeus' income is so much higher than ViBE. His bank is going to be pretty large when they engage. So ViBE is going to need to take an incredible engagement. And if I was Petraeus, I would attack at max. But I don't know if he knows, you know, like how much damage he did to that to ViBE's economy.
Yeah, definitely. Are these drones just being transferred, or did he
Yeah,
make them?
transferred.
Okay. So,
Now,
so if he does
Petraeus-
manage to max, he'll
Yeah,
have a
if
bigger
Petraeus
army
waits
supply.
exactly. If Petraeus waits much longer, then ViBE is going to have it could have a very decisive fight, but we'll see. Petraeus probably confident in his army composition, but ViBE's is very similar. Now Petraeus has a lot more army.
And he needs to be really careful how he attacks here.
Yeah, Petraeus
he's
has
going
almost 2,000 more resources in his army right now, but like you said, he has to be
Ooh,
really careful.
good
Oh, great
fungals.
fungals by ViBE. Yeah, and no, ViBE does not want to go there, I think.
But just keep the chain fungal.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep chain fungaling that. And
Still good.
a nice
That was
pickoff,
good
but
for ViBE.
yeah, it could have been a little bit better though. I think he let a few escape, and including the investor. But that was incredible for ViBE. Now, as we see, the supply gap is almost non-existent. Petraeus here doing some tactics.
Oh, there's no overseer, is there?
There is not, and we'll see what he chooses to do with his infestors. It has to be infested Terrans at this point, because he's going into the bases that are mined out. Meanwhile, ViBE, is he doing something similar on Petraeus' end of the map? Yep. This is pretty cute by both of them. Oh, but ViBE's get picked off. There is a spore there. I'm not sure what Petraeus is looking to pick off there aside from the queen.
Maybe he's going to focus the layer. Yeah, he's going to focus the layer.
I don't know. I don't think he'll get it. If ViBE turns around with those hydras...
he's going to get it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, if ViBE turned around with those hydras, kill a few of those, he doesn't get it. Yeah, a little bit late. Now he comes, but no, that's gone. He's going to look for those infestors. Not going to find them. They're at the natural now. ViBE trying to get some more good chain fungals. And now ViBE is maxed. So
he's keeping him at bay with the fungals and buying the time that he needed to buy.
Yeah. ViBE is now maxed, and their armies are pretty much dead even. Like almost exactly the same amount of resources. So, you know, this is going to be a pretty good fight. Whenever it happens, it's going to come down to control and whatnot. ViBE still with a much lower drone count.
And important is the bank for Petraeus. He's got all the remax.
Like,
all the remax potential while ViBE doesn't.
Yeah, so ViBE is going to need to take a decisive fight.
And the 3-3 is coming for Petraeus. So if he waits for that and just does harassment with infestors and then takes a fight with 3-3, it'll be a good chance for him to close the game.
Yeah. Usually the fights are decisive though, one way or another.
Yeah.
So ViBE just needs it to go his way really. Although Petraeus is doing such a good job with the broad infestors here.
And it would be smart for him to wait for his 3-3 because he knows he just denied his opponent's lair. So there's no chance of him to have his own 3-3 by the time that Petraeus has his 3-3.
Right.
So those are going to get in.
Yep. Not sure what's going on here.
That was pretty
just
close.
Chilling. But yeah, it looks like they're just both gonna chill for a little bit. I mean, Petraeus, I don't mind what he's doing in terms of just chilling because
he's got the bank. Oh, he's gonna fungal.
He's got the bank for it. Yep, fungal is the safer bet usually. Yeah. I like it much more than infested turns, especially if you're trying to clear a mineral line. Is ViBE gonna remake those drones, or is he's remaking some drones, so not going quite into army. Petraeus almost with 3-3 by the way.
Also, Petraeus has the larva bank. He had like 50 larva, when ViBE has no larva. So if there is a fight.
Yeah, this Viper's kind of late for Petraeus, but it's coming, and I think that's pretty big. The Vipers are so good, like Blinding Cloud is gonna matter a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the first thing ViBE makes when his hive is done. Petraeus waiting until 3-3 was almost done to make his first Viper. I'm not quite sure why, but let's see. ViBE's hive is done. He's starting his +3 attack, and
he does have the gas for the Viper, so he really should do that.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like he wants to get 3-3 as soon as possible, so he's saving up for that.
Good, like keeping active with the overseer.
Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, Petraeus doesn't care the least bit about those roaches.
He wants them to free up.
ViBE with Infested Terran Harass once again in the top left-hand side of the map. Not gonna pick up too much, it seems. Lots of spines. Petraeus playing it very safe. He gets the spore though for future attacks potentially if Petraeus is careless enough to not rebuild that.
He does have money to start.
And with this, he does position his army. He's going for it. Without Vipers popping out, this is dangerous for ViBE.
Yeah,
he realizes it. Yeah, he's gonna back. That is the right call. Does not want to engage that. Not much less with Vipers.
He does start his 2 Vipers now.
Yeah, now he's getting his own Vipers.
He's not started his 3 armor though, and he does have the money and gas for it.
Yeah.
While being maxed. These roaches, basically, if they get anything done, is good.
Yep.
There's only 4 roaches.
And at the same time, Petraeus posturing, and he's gonna go for it. ViBE not able to get the magical fungals this time around.
Yeah, and Petraeus has a good concave.
Oh, great fungal by ViBE.
Both. Oh, the fungal and blinding cloud for Petraeus is
rough.
sick.
That might be game.
And the concave.
Yeah, the blinding cloud was so important.
Yeah, look
here.
at the
Lots
supplies.
Of infested terrans. That's good actually. The infested terrans are gonna.
Should keep fungling here. ViBE needs to fungal.
Petraeus with his own infested terrans. ViBE's army is mostly just Hydras here now. or Petraeus rather. But even if ViBE pushes this back, Petraeus' bank is much
Yeah.
too big.
Mm.
So, yeah.
You can see even ViBE tries to remax off 14 roaches, but I just don't think he's got the larva to spend. So Petraeus has jumped up like 110 supply on ViBE.
Would you call that
Oh,
game
wait,
ending?
he lost
David?
his main. When did that happen?
That happened a while ago, David. You remember?
I missed it.
It was Terrence. You remember?
I thought
that?
he remade it. Hmm.
Did you actually think he remade it, or did you just
Maybe.
forget he lost?
No, I knew he lost it, but I
Okay.
don't know. The loss of creep seems... It made my brain think something was...
Yeah.
Yeah, 90 supply down. No way to spend his money. The little money he has.
Yeah, holding on for dear life by this. Maybe hoping that Petraeus was on as big a precarious, you know, like as bad an economy as he
Yeah,
was. Not
but-
the case. So, because I mean, Petraeus' army looked pretty big, so maybe ViBE thought, oh, maybe he also has almost no drones. But that's not gonna be the case. Petraeus is pushing now, potentially for the
Oh,
win.
he canceled his 3 attack for the fight, did he? Or did he get cancelled?
That's cute.
He got killed.
Oh,
That
that's
sucks
cute.
for him. That means he's down a full 2 upgrades.
Wow. And,
Petraeus has been careful.
too careful, perhaps.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
There we go. Now he's attacking.
Yeah, now he'll realize that he's just really far ahead, I think.
Yep.
Oh, good fungals.
Yeah, but it's not gonna matter. I mean,
Yeah, it's not.
good fungal blinding cloud by Petraeus, and this should be the last engagement of the game, not the day.
Game.
Jesus Christ, David. Next up, I think we're gonna have Aegis playing
I goes
against Caliber. Wow, another Root versus Root team kill.
another TVP.
Indeed. So we will be back in 3 minutes. Why don't you just stick around? Why don't you just do that? We'll be back.